The transfer of Ronaldo Vieira to Sampdoria last week certainly raised eyebrows within the Leeds United fan base. A fee of reportedly £7.7 million was agreed, seeing the young 20-year-old head to Italy, and whilst fans were torn on his departure owing to his performances last season and many believing that he had now hit his ceiling, many more believed it was a pathetic fee for a player of such talent, and despite any dip in his form, he would come through it and develop further. His talent is undeniable, but he's young, and that brings consistency issues which any fan must understand. Having sold Lewis Cook previously and him now spoken about as a potential £30 million player, that created its own debate on cashing in quickly with no thought to the future and possible sell-on fees as a tangent. Credit to Radrizzani for breaking the silence after an incredibly quiet summer so far, and my personal opinion is he's being harshly treated over his choice of words from fans who reacted in the moment without actually considering financial fair play. I do, however, see why reacting in the moment wouldn't give rise to greater thought in this case, because we've been so quiet, and what I think Rad's probably meant to explain was Vieira was a sacrifice based on previous years of less than great management on an FFP front. Most seem to have taken it as Vieira was sold to fund Patrick Bamford, and in fairness, Rad says that himself, but I don't think he does himself justice in the lack of qualification. Our owner did hand the player a new 4-year deal upon his own arrival, and manager Marcelo Bielsa has already said it was a board decision that he simply has to adapt to. He told the Yorkshire Evening Post. To be honest and fair, Marcelo told me he was a player who had value and he could count on him, not in the lineup but as a first option on the bench. To give me advice, he said, if you take £7 million this year you would take double next year for the way he will go. I'm not stupid, I don't want to lose money, and I know I could sell for more next year, but the club unfortunately needs to have some injection. We need to focus investment on what we need. At this moment, we needed a striker and we need players with other characteristics, so we had to take this sacrifice. It was very difficult for me. It's a sacrifice that even if I didn't want, I had to do. I accept I'm probably in the minority. I joked with him and said I hope to be in the Premier League and buy him back. I hope this joke can become true one day. He says we needed cash injecting now, as opposed to doubling Vieira's value in 12 months, yet glosses over the fact that the 49ers investment of around £10 to £15 still hasn't been spent. Positive for today at least, Andy, at N4gativia, August 4, 2018. That's exactly where it went. Ask him why the investment came in dollars, Phil. It was so there was a few million spare over the £9 million he converted to equity. If only we'd signed a player for around that figure. Positive for today at least, Andy, at N4gativia, August 4, 2018. Mate, you've been spot on all summer. I'm just glad someone was awake to it. Leeds lad, at Leeds lad 15, August 4, 2018. Wonder what we'll spend that 50p on, Mr. Sifter, at Dan Burton Luck, August 4, 2018. At Boris Luck, at Cleve 1980, at St. Jigsy. Why? Because it's clear that he's building the club for long-term success rather than using it as a financial end or personal ego booster. He's bought the stadium back, invested heavily in the squad, and brought in very good staff. One half, Frederick Ayres, at Frederick Ayres, August 4, 2018. Can't see any of the other previous owners bringing in anyone close to the standards of Bielsa. Frederick Ayres, at Frederick Ayres, August 4, 2018. Because Red's screaming money off the club to help pay 11 sports TV deals. 4, 2018. Desperate for money. Klassen. Rainey, at Jade Otherrain, August 4, 2018. It's already gone on Bamford. Dean, LUFC on the lookout for scam artists, at Cotundian, August 4, 2018. In a nutshell, what is the point of appointing someone like Bielsa if you can't back it up in the transfer market? He is a football manager, not a bloody magician. Of course we have to live within our means, but we need more than this. Rob, at Mighty Whites FC, August 4, 2018.